Act 1, Scene 1. Athens, the palace of Theseus. Hippolyta, Philostrate.
Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon. But oh, methinks how slowly this old moon wanes. She lingers in my desires, like to a stepdame or a dowager, long withering out a young man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow, new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
My lord.
Go, Philostrate, stir up the Athenian youth to merriment, awake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love doing thee great injuries. But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with revelling.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Good be Aegeus, what's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter, Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And, my gracious Duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child, with bracelets of thy hair, rings, cords, conceits, gnats, trifles, nosegays, sweetmeats, messengers of strong fulfillment and unhardened youth. With cunning hast thou filled my daughter's heart, and turned to obedience, which is due to me. And, my gracious Duke, be it so she will not hear before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius, I beg the ancient privilege of Athens, as she is mine, that I may dispose of her, which shall either be to this gentleman, or to a death according to the law immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advice fair maid, but you your father should be as a god. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I wish my father looked with mine eye.
Rather your eyes must his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty. In such a presence may you, but I beseech your grace that I may know, the worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, know of your youth, examine well your blood, whether if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will my virgin painted up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Okay, take time to pause, and by the next new moon, upon that day, either prepare to die, or wed Demetrius as he would.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander! True, he hath my love, and what is mine my love shall render him, and she is mine, and all my right of her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am as well derived as he, my lord, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way is fairly ranked, if not with vantage, and with which more than all these boasts can be. I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Therefore, why shall not I then prosecute in my right? Demetrius, I will vouch you to his head made love, to Nidar's daughter Helena, and won her soul, sweet lady, dote, devoutly dote upon this spotted, and inconstant man.
I must confess that I've heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come, and Aegeus, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancy to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means we may extenuate, to death or to a vow of single life. Come, my Hippolyta. What's cheer, my love? Demetrius and Aegeus, go along.
With duty and desire, we follow you.
How now, my love, why is your cheek so pale? How chance rose there do fade so fast? I mean, for aught that I can ever read, never tell by its history. The course of true love never did run smooth. A good persuasion, therefore. Hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager, of great revenue, but she hath no child. From Athens her house roams only 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp of me in law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me then, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, league without the town, where I did meet thee once, with Helena, to do observance to a morn of May. There will I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his golden arrow with the best head, by the simplicity of Venus' doves, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
He promised, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair again I'll say. Demetrius of your fair, oh happy fair. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I'd give to be to you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius's heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns would teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers with such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty, if that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh then, what graces in my love do dwell, that he hath turned to heaven and to hell.
Helen, to you our minds will unfold. Tomorrow night, at a time that lovers' flights doth still conceal, through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
But farewell, sweet playfellow, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. We should starve our sight till lovers' food, till tomorrow deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu, as you on him, Demetrius dotes on you.
How happy some or other son can be. Throughout Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He does not know what all but he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities. Things base and vile that hold no quantity, love can transpose to form and dignity. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down oaths that he were only mine. And when this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved the shower of oaths in light. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the woods he will tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a great expense. But herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither, and back again.
We find ourselves in Athens, in Quincy's house.
Is all our company here?
You had best to call them generally, man by man, according to the scripts.
Here is the scroll of every man's name, which is thought fit through all Athens to play our interlude for the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors and so grow to a point.
Ah, Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy, the most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you. And a merry. No, good Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom, the Wheeler.
Ready. Name what part I am for and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
He's a lover that kills himself most gallant for love.
That will last for some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure to the rest. Yet my chief humour is for the tyrant. I can play Urkel's rarely, or a part to tear a cat in, to make all split.
The raging rocks and the shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates. Amphibious calm shall shine from far and make a mar the foolish fates.
This was lofty. Now read the rest of your players.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender. Here, Peter Queen. You, Flute, must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight!
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, Ben, let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming!
And that's all one. You shall play it in a mask, and you shall speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe, Thisbe. Oh, Pyramus, mother dear. Oh, Thisbe dear. Oh,
No. You must play Pyramus, and Flute, you Thisbe. And Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
Robin Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Stout, the tinker.
Here, Peter Prince.
You, Pyramus' father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snow the joiner. You, the lion's part. And here, I hope, is a play fitted.
I'll do the lion's part with me. Pray with it, for I am slow in study.
And you shall do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
well, let me play the lion too. I will roar. That I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar. That I will make the Duke say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
And you would do it too terribly. That you would frighten the Duchess and the ladies. That they would shriek. And that would be enough to hang us all.
That would hang us. Every mother's son.
But I will aggravate my voice so that I will roar as gently as any silky dove. I will roar you toward any nightingale.
You need to play no part but Pyramus, for he is a kind man. A proper man, as one would see on a summer's day. The most gentlemanly like man. That is why you needs play no part but Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it. What beard would I best play it in?
Why, what you will.
I will discharge it in either your straw-coloured beard, your orange tawny beard, your purple ingrained beard, or your French fair-coloured beard, your perfect yellow.
Some of your French crowns have no hair at all. And then you shall play it barefaced. But masters, here are your parts. I am to entreat you, to desire you, and to request you to come then by tomorrow night. Meet me in the Palace Wood, a mile about the town. There we will rehearse. Fail me not, I pray you.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect. Adieu.
How now, spirit, whither wander ye?
Over hill, over dale, through bush, through briar, over park, over pale, through flood, through fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere, and I serve the fairy queen, to dew her orbs upon the green. Those cowslips tall her pensioners be, and in those gold coat spots you see, those be rubies' very favours, in those freckles live their savours. Now I must go seek some dewdrops here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell, thou love of spirits, I'll be gone. The queen and all her elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight, for Oberon is passing fell in wrath, because that she is her attendant hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling, and jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his trade, to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet, in grove or green, in fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen. But they do swear that all their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape, or make inquiry that you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow, and not you he, that frights the maidens of the villagery, skims milk and sometimes labours in the quern, and bootless make the breathless housewife turn, and sometimes make the drink to bear no balm, mislead the night wanderers, laughing at their harm.
There is a hobgoblin call you with sweet pups. You will do their work and they will have good luck, and not you, he. Thou speakest aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile. A merry hour was never wasted there. But room fairy, here comes Oberon, and here my mistress. Would that he were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania. By moonlight, proud Titania.
What, jealous Oberon? Fairies, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton! Whoa! Am I not thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of Corin sat all day playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Philida. Why art thou here? Come from the farthest step of India. But that forsooth the bouncing Amazon, your buskined mistress and your warrior love. To Theseus must be wedded. And you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thus for shame, Titania? Glance at my credit with Hippolyta. Knowing I know thy love to Theseus, didst thou not lead him from the glimmering light from Penagina whom he ravished, and make him bear eagle break his faith with Ariadne and Antiopa?
These are the forgeries of jealousy. And never since the midsummer spring met we on hill, dale, forest, or mead. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport, and therefore the wind, piping to us in vain, as in revenge, have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs which falling in the land, that they have made every pelting river so proud that they have overborne their continents. The ox hath stretched his yoke in vain, the ploughman lost his sweat, and the green corn hath rotted ere his youth attained a beard. The fold stands empty in the drowned field. The crows are fatted by the Murrian flock. And therefore the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air that rheumatic diseases do abound. And through this distemperature we see the seasons alter. The hoary-headed frosts far in the fresh lap of the crimson rose. The spring, the summer, the childling autumn, the angry winter change their wonted liveries, and by their increase now knows not which is which.
And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her overalls? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. Fairyland buys not the child with me. His mother was a votress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air by night full often has she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embarked traders of the flood. And we have laughed to see the sails conceive and grow big-bellied on the wanton wind, which she with pretty and swimming gait following, her womb then rich with my young squire, would imitate, and sail upon the land to fetch me trifles and return again, as if from a voyage rich with merchandise. But she, being mortal, of that boy did die. And for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. If you will patiently dance in our round and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies, away! We shall try downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle pug, come hither. Thou rememberest since I sat upon a promontory, and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back, uttering such a dulcet and a harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song. And certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid all armed. Certain aim he took at a fair vessel thrown by the west, and loosed his love shaft as if it should pierce 100,000 hearts. But I might see young Cupid's fiery shaft, quenched in the chaste beams of the watery moon, and the imperial votaries as it passed on in maiden meditation prancing through. Yet mount I where the bolt of Cupid fell. Fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with blood's wound, and maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me that flower, whom I should be once. Juice of it upon eyelids laid will make all man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me that flower, and be thou here again ere the fighting can swim in thee.
I'll put a gird around the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she's asleep and drop the liquor of it into her eyes. The next thing she looks upon, be it lion, bear, or wolf, or bull, or meddling monkey, or busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm off as I can with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I shall overhear their conference. I love thee not, therefore pursue me not.
Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, the other slayeth me. Thou'st told me that they were stolen unto this wood. Therefore get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant. Yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not in plainest truth tell you? I do not, nor I can not love you.
And for that I do love you the more. I am your spaniel, and
And Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me, only give me leave. Unworthy as I am to follow you.
Do not entreat the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I do not look on thee.
You do impeach your modesty too much. To leave the city and commit yourself into the one that loves you not. To trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege, for it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore, I think that I am not in the night, nor doth this wood lack worlds of company. For you in my respect are all the world. Then how can it be said that I am alone, when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide thee in the breaks, and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest have not to come with you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed.
I will not say thy questions, let me go. Or do not believe, if thou follow me, I shall do thee mischief in the woods.
I, in the temple, in the town, in the field, you do me mischief. Find Demetrius. Your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell, to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fairly well, nymph. Ere he doth leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee give it to me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows, whatever canopy with lustrous woodbine, with sweet musk roses and eglantine. There sleeps Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And there the snake throws her enamelled skin, weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. And with this juice of this I'll streak her eyes, and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do when the next thing he spies may be the lady. Affect it with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon his love. And look thou meet me here ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Another part of the word. Come now. Then to your offices and let me rest.
what thou seest when thou dost wake. Do it for thy true love take. Love and language for his sake. Be it ounce, cat or bear, pard or board with bristled hair, in thy eye that shall appear, it is thy day. Wake when some vile is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood, and to speak troth, I have forgot our way. But we'll rest us home here, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as a pillow for us both, one heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one trough.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off, do not lie so near.
Ah, take the sense, oh sweet of my innocence. Love takes meaning in love's conquerors. I mean, that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Then, by your side, no bedroom you deny, for lying so, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now, much beshrew my manners and my pride, if Hermia said that Lysander lied. But gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off for human modesty. In such separation may well be said, becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love near thy altar, to thy sweet life end.
Amen, to that fair praise say I. To end life, when I end loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
And with half the wishes' eyes, be rest.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might bestow this flower's force and stirring love. Night and sun. Who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despised the Athenian maid. And here, the maiden sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she dares not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Churl, upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth own. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep his seat on thy eyelid. To awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Stay, but thou kill me, sweet Demetrius!
I charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus!
Oh, wilt thou darkling leave me? Oh, do not so.
Stay on thy peril! I alone will go!
Oh, I'm out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Oh, happy is Hermia, whatever so she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. But who is here? Lysander, on the ground, dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake, O transparent Helena. Nature shows art. Through thy bosom I can see thy heart. Oh, where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander. Say not so. What though he love your Hermia, Oh Lord, what though? Yet Hermia still loves you. So be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do, Brit. The tedious minutes I with her. Tis not Hermia, but Helena I love. Who would not change a raven for a dove? The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthy maid. Things growing are ripe until their season, so I, being young, ripe not to reason, and now touching the point of human skill, reason becomes the marshal to my will, leading me to your eyes, where I will look. Love's stories written in love's richest book.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? Wherefore at your hand did I deserve this scorn? It's not enough, young man, that I did never, no, never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius's eye. Yet you must flout my insufficiency. Good troth, you do me wrong, good sooth you do, and in such disdainful manner me to woo. But fare you well, of course, I must confess, I thought you lord of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refused should of another therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayst thou come Lysander near. Or as a surfeit of the sweetest things. Oh, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings. All my powers address your love and might, to honour Helen and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast. Amy, for pity, what a dream was here. Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Methought a serpent eat my heart away. You sat there smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander? What removed? Lysander? Lord? What? Out of hearing gone? No sound, no word. Alack, where are you? Speak if you are here. Speak of all loves. I swoon almost with fear. No. And if you do not perceive, either death or I will find you out immediately.
Are we all met?
Pat, and here's a marvellous, convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, that Hawthorne Brick our tiring house, and we shall do it in action, as we will do it before the Duke.
First, good Peter Quince.
What sayest thou, Bully Bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword and kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer ye that?
Why, larking, it's a father's fear.
I believe we must leave all the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have advice to make all well. Write me a prologue, and have the prologue seem to say that we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And for more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but am Bottom, the Weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue, and it shall be written in 8 and 6.
Will the ladies not be afeard of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Therefore, another prologue must say that he is not alive.
Name. You must name his name, and half his face must be shown through the lion's neck. And then, indeed, let him name his name, and tell them plainly that he is Snug the Joiner.
Well, it shall be so. But there is two hard things. That is, to bring the moonlight into the chamber, for you know, Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
Or doth the moon shine the night we play our play?
A calendar! A calendar! Look in the almanac! Find out moonshine! Find out moonshine!
Yes, it doth shine at night.
Why, then, may we leave a casement of the great chamber window, where we play open, and the moonlight may shine in at the casement?
Aye, or else one must come in with a bunch of thorns and a lantern, and say he comes to this figure, or present the person of moonshine. Then, there is another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, for you know, Pyramus and Thisbe says the story did speak through the chink of a wall.
Well, you can never bring in a wall.
What sayest you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall, and let him have some rough cast or some loam or some plaster about him to signify wall. And then indeed, let him hold his fingers like thus. And then Pyramus and Thisbe shall whisper through it.
If that may be, then all is well. Come, everyone as son, sit down and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. And when you have spoken your speech, enter into that break, and so everyone according to his cue.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What? A play toward? I'll be an auditor. An actor too, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus! Thisbe, stand forth!
Thisbe, flowers of odious.
Odors! Odors!
Odors, savours sweet, and so hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark a voice! Stay but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
A strange appearance the near, my dear.
Must I speak now? Aye, must you. For you must understand, he goes to see a noise that he heard, and then is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, of colours, of the red roses, of triumphant rear, I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Ninus too, man. Why, you must not speak that yet. You speak all your parts at once. Oh, cues and all. Pyramus, enter, your cue is past, it is never tired.
As true as the truest horses, that yet would never tire.
If I were fair, Thisbe, I were only thine.
Oh, monstrous! Oh, strange! We are haunted, masters! Fly!
Help! I'll follow you. I'll lead you about and round, through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometime a horse I'll be, sometime a hound, a hog, a headless bear, sometime a fire, and neigh, and bark, and grunt, and roar, and burn, like horse, hound, hog, bear, fire at every turn.
Why did they run away? This is knavery again, to make me afeard.
Oh, Bottom, thou art trained. What do I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an ass head of your own? Do you?
Oh, bless thee, Bottom. Blessed. Thou art translated.
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me. To fright me, if they could. But I will not stir from this place. Do what they can. I will walk up and down here, and I shall sing. But they shall hear I am not afraid. Those who cocks a black perfume with orange tongue bill. The thrustle with his note so true, the wren with little quill.
What angel awakes me from my flowery bed?
The bitch is fair. Who's a nupful man?
I pray thee, mortal, sing again, for mine ear is enamoured of thy note, and my eye is enthralled to thy shape, and thy fair virtues will stop move me to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither. But if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, then I'd have enough to serve my own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here whether thou wilt or no, for I am a spirit of no common great. The summer still doth tend to my state, and I do love thee. Therefore go with me, and I will give thee fairies to attend on thee, to fetch thee jewels from the deep, and to sing while thou on pressed flowers dost sleep. And I will purge thy grossness so that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Peas blossom, cobweb, moth, and mustard seed.
Ready, and I.
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with green grapes, red figs and mulberries. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies. Hail, mortal.
Hail, hail, hail.
Oh, I cry your worship's mercy heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
Ah, good Master Cobweb. I shall desire you for more acquaintance. If I cut my finger, I shall make a bold with you. Your name, sir?
Peace Blossom.
I pray you commend me to Mr. Squash, your mother, and to Master Peascod, your father. I shall desire you for more acquaintance, too. You, sir. I beseech you, sir.
Mustard seed.
Good Master Mustard Seed. I know your patience well. Your kindred hath made my eyes water ere now. I shall desire you for more acquaintance, too.
Come, lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my love's tongue. Bring him silently.
Going home late last night. Suddenly I got a fright. Yeah, I looked through the window and surprised what I saw. Wearing boots and dancing without a glove.
I wonder if Titania be awaked. Then what is was that next came into her eye? She must dote on an extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What night rule about this haunted grove?
My mistress, with a monster is in love. Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals, that work for bread upon Athenian stools, were met together to rehearse a play, intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest thick-skin of that barren soil, who Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook his scene and entered in a break, when I did him at this advantage take, and as his knoll I fixed on his head, and not his Thisbe must be answered. I led them on in this distracted fear, and left sweet Pyramus translated there, when, in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked, and straightway loved her nurse.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet lashed the Athenian's eyes with the love juice, as I bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is most true. and the Athenian woman by his side, that, when he waked, of force she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman. But not this the man?
Oh, why rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter fate.
Now I but chide, but I should use thee worse. For thou, I think, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, being in blood in shoes, plunge in the deep, and kill me too, it cannot be that thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierced through the heart by your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to do with my Lysander? Where is he? Hast thou slain him?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Thou hast driven me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him, then?
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead, for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
A privilege never to see me more, and from my hated presence part I so. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Therefore, for a while, I shall remain.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. About the wood goes swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find, or fancy 6 years and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion seek thou bring her here, I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I go. Look how I go, swifter than arrow from the Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sinking apple in his eye. When his love he doth espy, let us shine as gloriously as a Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth that stood by me, pleading for a love's fee. Shall we therefore a pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be.
Stand close. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then we'll two at once we won. That must needs be sport alone. And those things do best please me, that before, preposterously.
Fair Helena, why do you think that I should woo and scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow I weep, and vows so born in their nativity all truth appears. How can these things in me seem scorn to you? And bury the badge of faith to prove them true.
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, oh devilish holy fray!
These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her all?
No judgment went to her, I swore!
Well, in my mind, now will you give her all?
Demetrius loves her and he loves not you! Oh! Oh, Helena! Goddess! Nymph! Perfect divine! To what, my love, shall I compare thine eye? Crystal is muddy. Oh, how ripe in show thy lips,
Those kissing cherries tempting grow. Oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, this seal of bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! Now I see you're all bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me this much injury. If you were men, as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so. A trim exploit, a manly enterprise, all to conjure up tears in a poor maid's eyes with your derision. None of noble sorts would so offend a virgin, or extort a poor soul's patience, all to make you sport.
Oh, Helena, I love thee by my life, I do.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone.
Oh, Helena, it is not so.
Look where thy love comes. Yonder is thy dear.
Thou art not by mine eye like found, mine ear, I thank it brought me to thy sound. But why in kindness thou leave me so?
Why should he stay? When love doth press to go.
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love that would not let him bide. O Helen, who more in guilds the night, and all you fiery O's and eyes of light. Why seek'st thou me? Could not this make thee know? The hate I bear thee made me leave thee so.
You speak not as you think it cannot be. Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with your foul derision? Is all the counsel we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours that we have spent when we have chid the hasty-footed time for parting us, oh, is all forgot? Will you rent our ancient love asunder, in joining with these men in scorning your poor friend? 'Tis not friendly, 'tis not maidenly. Our sex as well as I may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury. I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems you scorn me. Have you not? Set Lysander, as in scorn, to follow me and praise my eyes and face. And set your other love, Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph, divine, rare, precious, celestial. Wherefore, but by your setting on, by your consent, what though I be not so in grace as you, so hung upon with love, so fortunate, but miserable most to love unloved? This you should pity rather than despise. I understand what you mean by this. I do persever. Counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon me, wink at each other when I turn my back. Aye, it is partly my own fault, which my death or absence soon shall remedy.
Hear my excuse, my fair Helena, my love, my life, my soul.
Oh, excellent. Sweet, do not scorn her so.
Oh, Helen, I love thee by my life, I do, and I swear by that which I will prepare to lose for thee, to prove him false, that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come!
Lysander, where to tends all this?
Away, you!
Why have you grown so rude? What changeth thee, sweet love?
Thy love? Out, tawny Tartar, out! Outflow the medicine, hated potion, hence!
Do you not jest? Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
Lysander, I wot I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What? Should I strike her? Should I harm her? Should I kill her dead? Although I hate her, I shall not harm her thus.
What greater harm can you do than hate? Hate me, wherefore, O me? What news, my love? Am I not Hermia? Are you not Lysander? Am I not as fair as I was erewhile? Since night you loved me, yet since night you left me.
I by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore, be out of hope, of question, of doubt, that I do hate thee, and love Helena.
Oh me, you juggler, you cankerblossom, you thief of love. Why did you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine, I faith. Have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What? Will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you!
Puppet? Why so? That way goes the game. Now I perceive that she hath made compare of our statures, and that you grown so high in his esteem, because I am so dwarfish and so low. How low am I, thou painted maple? Speak! How low am I? I am not yet so low that my nails can reach unto thine eyes.
Ah! I pray that you mock me, gentlemen. Let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in truishness. Oh, let her not strike me. I am a right maid for my cowardice. Let her not strike me. You perhaps might think that because she is something lower than myself, that I can match her.
Lower? Hark again.
Good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Hermia. Did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you, save that in love unto Demetrius. I told him of your stealth unto this wood. He followed you, for love I followed him. But he hath chid me hence, and threatened me, to spurn me, strike me, nay, to kill me too. Now, so you will let me quiet go to Athens, I will bear my folly back, and follow you no further. Let me go. You see how simple and how fond I am.
Who is it that hinders you?
A foolish heart. That I leave here behind.
What? With Lysander?
With Demetrius.
Be not afraid, she shall not harm you thus.
No, my good sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Oh, when she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little? Again? Nothing but low and little. Why should you suffer to flout me thus? Let me compare her.
Get you gone, you minimus, you dwarf, you hindering Knotgrass maid, you bee, you acorn.
You are too officious in her services that scorns your behalf.
Now she holds me not. Now follow if thou darest, to try whose right of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee, cheek by jowl.
Your hands than mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer though, haha, to run away.
I'm amazed and no more safe.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or committed thy knaveries wilfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on? And so far blameless proves my enterprise, that I have anointed an Athenian's eyes. And so far, am I glad it did so sort? At this there jangling, I esteem sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hide ye therefore, Robin, over castle night, and leave these testy rivals so astray, as one cannot come within another's way. Like to Lysander, sometimes free thy tongue, and stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong. Sometimes well thou like Demetrius, till o'er their brows their counterfeit in sleep, with leading legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose lick out virtue's property, to take from hence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wanted sight. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and a fruitless vision, and back to Athens shall the lovers wend,
with league whose date till death shall never end. Whilst I must bear to thee employ, I'll to my queen and beg of her Indian boy, and I will her charmed eye release from monsters' view, and all things shall be peace.
My fairy lord, this must be done with haste. Tonight swift dragons cut the clouds full fast, and must for I consort with background night.
But notwithstanding haste, make no delay. We may effect this business yet ere day.
Ah! Kaka! Kaka! Up and down, up and down. I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin leads them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here,
Villain,
drawn and ready.
Where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then to play around.
Lysander, speak again! Thou runaway, thou coward! Art thou fled? Where doth thy hide thy head?
Thou coward,
Art thou bragging to the stars?
telling the bushes that
Thou lookest for wards.
Yea. Art thou there?
Follow my voice. We'll try no manhood here.
When I come to where he calls, then he is gone. Faster did I follow, but faster did he fly. The villain is much lighter healed than I. That uncertain am I, in dark, uneven way. Here will rest me.
Ho, 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 coward! Why comest thou not? Come hither, I am here!
Nay then, thou mockest me. Thou shalt by this day, if ever I thy face by daylight see. Now go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed. By day's approach, look to be visited.
O weary night, O long and tedious night, abate thy hour, shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight, from these that my poor company detest, and sleep that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye. Steal me a while from mine own company.
Yet but three. Come one more. Two of both kinds make up four. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in one.
On the ground sleep sound, I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And the country proverb know, that every man should take his own. In your waking shall be shown, Jack shall have chill, naught shall go ill, the man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Come, sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses on thy soft smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peace Blossom?
Ready.
Scratch my head, Peace Blossom. Where's Monsieur Cobweb?
Ready.
Monsieur Cobweb, good monsieur. Get your weapons in your hands and kill me a red-hipped humblebee from the top of a thistle. And good monsieur, bring me the honey bag. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Ready.
Oh, give me your knife, good monsieur. Oh, leave your courtesy, I pray.
What's your will?
Nothing. But to help Cavalry Cobweb to scratch, I must to the barber's, as methinks I'm marvelous hairy about the face. And I'm such a tender ass that if my hair do but tickle, I must scratch.
What, wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's have the tongues and the bones.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Truly, a peck of provender. I could munch your good dry oats. Methinks I have a great desire to a bottle of hay. Good hay. Sweet hay hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard to fetch thee new nuts.
I'd rather a handful of 2 dried peas. Would I pray you, let none of your people stir me, for I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms.
Fairies, begone! Be always away.
So doth the woodbine the sweet honeysuckle gently entwist. The female ivy enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee! Oh, how I dote on thee!
Welcome, good brother. Seest thou sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity, for meeting her late behind this wood, seeking sweet favours of this hateful fool, I did upbraid her and fall out with her, for she hath his hairy temples that hath rounded with a coronet of fresh and fragrant flowers. When I had at my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild tones begged my patience, I then did ask her change in the child, which straight she gave me, and now I have the boy. And I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that he awakening when the other do, may all to Athens back again repair, and think no more of these night's accidents but as a fierce vexation of a dream. Now I shall wake the fairy queen. Be as thou once wont to be. See as thou wast wont to see. Diane, O bird of Cupid's flower, have such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamoured of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes loathe his visage now!
Silence a while. Puck, take off this head.
Now, when thou wakest, with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Sound music. Come, my queen. Take hands with me, and let's rock whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus' house triumphantly, and bless it to all fair prosperity. So shall all the couples be wedded, with Theseus, all in jollity.
I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen and sons, trip we after the nightshade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, in enough flight, tell me how it came this night, that sleeping here I was found, with these mortals on the ground.
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep. And this Lysander, this Demetrius this Helena, old Nida's Helena. I wonder if they're being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rites of May, and in hearing of our intent, came in grace of our solemnity. But speakages, is not this the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Go! Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine is past. Begin these wood birds, but couple now?
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you, stand up. I know you two rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world? That hatred is so far from jealousy. To fear by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply evasively, half sleep, half waking. But as yet, I cannot truly say how I came to be here. But as I think, for truly would I speak, as I bethink me, it is, I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without the peril of the Athenian law.
Enough! Enough, my lord! You have enough! I beg the law upon his head! They would have stolen away Demetrius. They would thereby have defeated you and me. You of your wife, and me of my consent. Of my consent that she should be your wife.
My good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is. My love for Hermia melted as the snow, and all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and pleasure of mine eye, is only to Helena. It is to her, my lord, was I betrothed. There I saw Hermia. Right. Fair lovers, you are fortunately met, and of this discourse we more will hear anon. It is I will overbear your will, for in the temple by and by with us, these couples shall eternally be knit. For the morning now is something worn. Away with us to Athens 3 by 3. Come, Hippolyta, we shall have a great feast in this solemnity.
These things seem small and undistinguishable.
So methinks, and I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
I see things with parted eye. Everything seems dull.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems as though yet we sleep, we dream. Was the Duke not here a moment ago and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And he bid us follow him to the temple.
Why then, we are awake. Let us follow him and by the way recount our dreams.
When that cue comes, call me and I shall answer. I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if he is to go about to expound his dream. Methought it was, there is no man that can tell what. Methought I had, man is but a patched fool if he is to offer what methought I had. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream, and it shall be called Bottom's Dream, for it hath no bottom. Huh? And I shall sing it in the latter end of the play, before the Duke. Her adventure, to make it the more gracious, I shall sing it at her death.
Going home, late last night. Suddenly I got a fright. Yeah, I looked through the windows about what I saw. Wearing boots and dancing with the dwarf. Right now.
Athens, the palace of Theseus, the wedding.
'Tis strange, my Theseus, what these lovers speak of.
More strange than true I never may believe, these antique fables and all these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend, more than cool reason can ever comprehend. Or in the night, imagining some fear, how is a bush supposed to bear?
Oh, but all the story of the night hold over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesseth than fancy images, and grows to something of great constancy, but howsoever strange and admirable.
Ah, here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. your friends joy, and may fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
And more than to us, wait in your royal wards, your boards, and your beds.
How shall we do this? What masks, what dances shall we have to wear away this long age of 3 hours? Where is our usual manner of mirth? Is there no play? What revels are in hand? I call Philostrate.
Here, mighty Theseus.
Say, what abridgment have we for this evening? What masks? What music? How should we regale this lazy time, if not with some delight?
The play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I've known a play.
But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play there's not one word apt, one player fitted, and tragical. My noble lord it is, for Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which, when I saw rehearse, I must confess, made mine eyes water.
But more merry tears, the passion of loud laughter never shed.
And who do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, which never laboured in their minds till now, and now have toiled their unbreathed memory with this same play against your nuptial.
And we will hear this play.
No, my noble lord, it is not for you. I have heard it over, and it is nothing, nothing in the world, unless you can find sport in their intents, extremely stretched and conned with cruel pain, to do you service.
I will hear that play, for never anything can be amiss. Go, bring them in, and take your places, ladies.
I love not to see wretchedness, overcharged, and due to his service perishing.
My love, you shall see no such thing.
He says they can do nothing of this kind, yet I picked a welcome.
So please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
If we offend, it is with our goodwill. That you should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill to show our simple skill. That is the true beginning of our end. Consider then, we come but in despite. We do not come as minding to contest you. Our true intent is all for your delight. We are not here that you should hear repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you are like to know.
His speech was like a tangled chain, nothing impaired but all disordered. Who is next?
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on, till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady, Thisbe, is certain. This man, with lime and rough cast, doth present wall. That vile wall which did these love asunder, and through wall's chink, poor souls they are content to whisper, at the which let no man wonder, but wonder on, till truth make all things plain. This man, with lantern dog and bush of thorn, represent moonshine. For, if you would know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn. There to woo, to meet at Ninus' tomb. This grisly beast, which lieth height by day, the trusty Thisbe, coming first by night, did scare away, or rather, did affright. And as she fled, her bloody mouth she did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, to find his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat with bloody blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast, whereat Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade. For all the rest, his dagger drew and died. Let lion, moonshine, ward and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
I wonder if lion be to speak.
Indeed, my lord, one lion may, when many asses do.
In this same interlude, it doth befall that I, one snap by name, doth present a wall, and such a wall I would have you think has in it a cranny hole or chink, through which the lovers, Pyramid and Thisbe, is often whispered very secretly.
Would you desire Lionhead to speak better?
'Tis the wittiest partition that ever I heard discourse, my lord.
Silence! Pyramus draws near the wall.
Oh, grim-looked night! Oh, night, with hue so black! Oh, night, which art whenever day is not! Oh, night! Oh, night! Alack! 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 I fear my Thisbe's promises forgot. But oh, wall! Oh, sweet and lovely wall that stands between her father's ground and mine. Oh, wall. Oh, sweet. Oh, lovely wall. Show me the chink to blink through with thine eye. Show me the chink to blink through with thine eye.
Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield thee well for this.
But what I see, no Thisbe do I see. Oh, wicked wall through whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
Methinks, being sensible, he should curse again.
No, actually deceiving me is Thisbe's cue, and she is to enter now, and I am to spy her through the wall. It shall fall pat, as I told you. Yonder she comes.
Oh, wall! Often hast thou heard my moan, departing my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stone, thy stone to live in hand it up in thee.
I see a voice. Will I now take a chink? I hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe! Think what thou wilt, and like Lymander, I am trusty still.
I, like Helen, to the face me kill.
Oh, kiss me through the hole in this vital wall.
I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou with Ninny's two meet me straight away?
Tug line! Tug death! I come with that.
And have I all my part discharged so, and being done thus, walk away. Doth go.
You ladies, whose gentle hearts I fear, from the smallest monster's mouth to quint on the floor, may not purchase most quick and trouble here. And just remember that I snuck the China! Letting down the chase, most quick and trouble here. I am not a rough and wildest rage of law, may know that if I, as lion, were to come and strike into this place, and for pity on my life.
A very gentle beast, of a good conscience. Leave it to his discretion, and let us listen to the moon. The moon.
This lantern, this lantern doth the horn moon present. I, myself, the man in the moon, do seem to be.
In the light of his discretion, he is in the way. But let us proceed, moon.
All that I have to say is to tell you that this lantern is the moon, I, myself, the man in the moon, this thorn bush, my thorn bush, and this dog, my dog.
Why, all these should be in the lantern, for all these are in the moon. But silence! Here comes this.
This is old Niddy's tomb. Where is my love?
And then came Fervers. Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams, for shining now so bright, for thy gracious golden glittering gleams, and just to take the truest of this sight. But stay! Oh, spite! Oh, my poor knight! What dreadful dole is here? Eyes! Do you see? How can it be? Oh, dainty duck! Oh, dear! What? Staked with blood? Approach ye furies fell! Oh, fate! Come! Come! Cut thread and frown, quail, crush, conclude and quell.
His speech would go to make a man look sad.
Beseech my heart, so I pity the man.
Oh, wherefore out nature didst thou lion's frame, since lion vile hath deflowered, my dear, which is no, which was the fairest dame that lived, that loved, that looked with cheer. Come, tears, confound, out sword, and wound the pap of Pyramus, aye, the left pap, where the heart doth hop. Thus die I. Thus. Now I am dead. Now I am fled. My soul is in the sky. Don't lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now, die! Die! Sleep, my love. Dead, my dove. Pyramus, arise. Speak, speak. Quite dumb. Dead, dead. A tomb. Must come alive, sweet eyes. These cherry lips, this nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks. Oh God! Oh God! Love make mood! His eyes were as green as leeks. Oh, sisters three, come to me. With hands as pale as milk. Lay them in gore. Since you have sure tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword. Come, trusty sword. Come, trusty sword. Come bleed my breast in brew. And farewell, friends. Thus, Thisby's end. Dead. I am wall 2. No, actually, the wall is dead. Will you please...
No epilogue, I pray you, if you play these notes.
Midnight have told of lovers to bed is almost fairy time.
Now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf, he howls the moon, whilst the heavy ploughman snores, all with weary task foredone. Now the wasted brands do glow, whilst the screech owl, screeching loud, puts the wretch that lies in woe in remembrance of a shroud. Now it is the time of night, that the graves all gaping wide, every one lets forth his sprite in the churchway paths to glide. And we fairies, that be run by the triple Hecate's team, from the presence of the sun, following darkness, like a dream, now our frolic. Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before, to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through the house give gathering light, by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elfin and fairy sprite hop as light as bird from briar.
Hand in hand with fairy grace will we weave and bless this place.
Now, until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray, to the best bride bed will we, which by us shall blessed be, and the issue there create, ever shall be fortunate. With this field you consecrate, every fairy take his gate, and through this palace bless us with sweet peace, and the owner of it blessed, ever shall in safety rest. Trip away, make no stay, and meet me all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, whilst these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And, as I am an honest pup, if we have an earned luck, now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else the pug a lie called. So, good night unto you all. Give me your hands, if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.